All right, everybody. Welcome to another fine episode of Happy Hour Live Chat. Myself, Jerry, here with Big J Knives.
What's going on, guys? Kevin, Boston Blade Reviews. Hope everyone's doing good out there.
Tom from Knife Delight.
All right, well, guys, we had to bring Tom on for a second round because we had so much fun the first time, and it was an hour and a half show, and we got plenty of more stuff to show. And Tom, man, I tell you what, when you need something, he's always there. And he actually called me last Sunday just to check in on me. And I really appreciated that, Tom. So thank you for that. And I know Boston's always reaching out, asking about me, Pete, a Jersey Knife guy, Doom Crew. So I do appreciate everyone's kind words and everything. I am feeling a lot better this weekend. So hopefully today's chat's going to go great. I do got to give some thanks right out the gate here. Again, there's not a banner below. But what I did is I put everyone who's donated stuff for us to give away in the description of this video with a link to their Etsy page or their YouTube. So right off the bat, I want to thank Randy at EDC Leatherworks. I want to thank Pete at Jersey Knife Guys and J.O. at J.O. Ventures because he has donated some awesome gifts as well. Mm-hmm. So I do want to show, we're going to have two giveaways today, guys. So the first one, J.O. sent this awesome Rough Rider Stockman with a box, some nice caramelized bone there. That's going to come with an EDC Leatherworks slip. And then I got some decals, just different decals that people have donated. And I got a J.O. decal in there as well. And then the set, we're going to do a round two, and that's going to be a knife from Pete over at Jersey Knife Guy. We also have a pad from EDC Leatherworks, and then a stack of stickers as well. Singing Toad sent me a bunch of stickers, so I'm throwing his in there. I got some Smoky Mountain knife work, and then this awesome case one that Randy sent from EDC Leatherworks. So, guys, that's going to be the two giveaways today. What we'll do is about an hour and 10 minutes in, maybe even an hour in, we'll have Tom write down a number. We'll do one round of giveaway, and then we'll do it again for a second round. How's that sound, everybody?
Sounds great.
And J.O. and Georgia Adventurer in Jersey, thank you guys again for sending that stuff over. Me and Big J, we were actually sending, he was sending me videos of the stuff last night, and that stuff's amazing. It really is. You got awesome stuff. It's an awesome giveaway, and thank you guys very much for sending that over.
Yeah, I had to separate, 3 stacks and keep who's gave what. That way I remember, who's given what and whose it came from and everything. So guys, it's going to be lit tonight, and Tom, what have you gotten there recently that you've picked up here lately that you just are like, man, this is a knife right here, man?
Oh, you seen this when we met, fresh from the pawn shop. Remember this Western fixed blade?
Yep.
Look at that.
That's
here,
nice.
I'm gonna solo you. I want to see that thing.
That's a Western W66.
Wow.
Man.
What's the year on that?
So it's got the trailing point blade there on it, 4.5-inch blade, a brass guard, and it's got the, let's see if we can get it on there. Got the model number stamped down into the brass. It says W right there. It says W66 on it. Now, whenever I think of, Western fixed blades, I think of the leather stacked.
Oh,
but
yeah.
This is wood. And I did see online there was I think they sold some sets where they had this knife with the wood and then a hatchet with the same kind of wood handle on the hatchet, like they sold it as a set.
Yeah,
and, now something interesting about Western knives. Let me see. Can you see there's two what do I want to say? Pins. You see the pin on the top right there, and then you rotate down. There's one down there.
Yep.
These pins are going all the way through. So there's a top pin and a bottom pin. And the reason that is because in the 1930s, they patented their tang design to where inside here it looks like a tuning fork. So it's a bifurcated tang. Yeah. So you've got this pin going through the top piece and that one going through the bottom piece. So
That's
something
nice.
interesting.
That is interesting. And Tom,
And then
what year is that?
this is, if I remember right, either between 71 and 84, I believe, somewhere in there.
That's amazing condition for that age.
It is. And it was in the pawn shop this way, so somebody cleaned it up for sale. Because
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, look at the blade. Yeah, there's scratches on it. It's been used, but there's plenty of steel on that thing yet.
Oh yeah. And how much?
Yeah.
I hate asking this, but what did you get that for?
I want to say it was $40,
Oh, that's $40. Yeah, I'd have paid that all day.
which, of course, I check eBay right away after I buy something like, I hope I didn't get took. And, they were starting out at 50 to 60 and they weren't even in this good a shape.
Oh
So,
yeah. Well, at the pawn shop over here, they had the hatchet piece that went on to something like that, and he had
Right.
he had the sheath, but he didn't have the knife part. So I was like,
Right.
man, because I know Western did that, Marble's done it, and
Yeah.
Case may have even done it too.
Now, if there's any Western knife experts out there, help me out. This is the sheath that it was in. It does have the Western button on it, but this is not your typical Western sheath. Normally, they'd be brown and they had all kinds of scroll work,
Yeah.
punched in down through there. I don't know if this is the original sheath for this knife or not, but I've scoured the internet looking for that style of a plain black sheath, and I can't find one. So if somebody out there knows of this, please let me know.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
That's one thing I like about Tom, love about Tom, man, is he knows his history with these knives.
Oh yeah.
Everyone has an app for everything, and it's like Tom's the history guy.
Yeah, I love history, and knives and history go together hand in hand with me. Yeah,
they sure do, and you're really good at it too. You know your history of knives.
Yeah.
You also have another channel too that you do like reenactments, right, of the Revolutionary War and
Civil War. I'm part of the Civil War reenactment group. Yeah. And I have a friend named Kevin, not this Kevin, but another Kevin. Him and I have a channel called History Delights. So we do history stories on there. So quite a bit on Civil War, but a lot also on just local historical sites here in the state of Iowa, something local. And, no matter what the history is here, just about everywhere in the country, they got something very similar to that. And when you get looking into local history, you're like, wow, I didn't realize this and that. I find it very fascinating.
Yeah.
You been into history your whole life, Tom?
No, just about in the last 10 years, I really got into it.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. It's a good thing.
So, if you like history, guys, go over to History Delights. I'd appreciate a sub. It's a small channel. I have like 140 subs. I don't have a lot of content on there yet because doing history videos take a long time.
Oh, yeah.
You can shoot a knife video in 10, 15 minutes, and those take several hours to put together. So
I'll go over and subscribe right after this.
Yeah. So what Kevin and I've been doing this summer is going out and getting a lot of, photos and footage and interviews. And then when it's a cold, dark winter and we have nothing better to do, we'll sit down and start editing and putting all of this together.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. No. That's that's a great thing. It's just nice to. I didn't even know about that channel, to be honest. I think you mentioned it before, but I didn't dig into it. But I will. I'll go over and subscribe to it.
Yeah. And, well, I appreciate that.
The one you did of the bank, the guy that bought the bank and kind of redone it into like a museum of the town.
Oh, yeah.
That was so cool.
Boxholm, Iowa. It's less than 200 people there. There was an old bank building downtown. The roof had caved in on it. The bank had moved to another building, obviously. Nobody wanted the building. He says, I'll take it. So not only did he rehab that building, but he gathered all of that stuff of the local Boxholm history. And it is phenomenal. It's a one-man museum. He spent 30 years putting this together. It is awesome.
Yeah,
what a little gem in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, and the one you did, like when you first went in there, he seemed like he was a little taken back and kind of was all tightened up. And I don't know where Kevin went, but as the guy loosened up, I mean, he just started. I mean, you could tell he really took you guys in. So it was
he
kind of
did.
cool to see that. Yeah, there he
The-
is. There he
the-
is.
Kick
One
me
of the
out.
coolest parts of the museum is, it's in a bank building. There was a
Yeah.
bank robbery there, a burglary, and how they cut through the door with magnesium strips, and how they got into the cannonball safe, and that
Yeah,
was in 1969.
the safe was cool because it's like a huge concrete mixer almost, but it was like
Yeah,
a cannonball, round cannonball. It was
solid
very
iron,
interesting. Yeah.
solid iron. Yeah, weighs 2,500 pounds or something like that.
Oh
So,
yeah. So,
yeah, and he had a military room, and he had all the mannequins with all these fully decked out in uniforms.
yeah.
His uniform, his father's uniform, and the others were from box home residents there. So this isn't just stuff he went out to flea markets and put together. This was all about 90% all local box home history. And it's just
Yeah.
fascinating.
It was very cool. I really enjoyed that one, honestly.
Yeah.
But Kevin, what do you got lately that you haven't shown?
Yeah.
Really, I mean, to be honest, I got a few things that I'm going to be getting this week. I'm on vacation this week. Finally, it'd be nice to have a week off, so I'm going to go out. I actually go up to Maine tomorrow, I think. And there's a store up there that I was telling you about it, Jay.
Yeah.
But there's a store up there that I found, huge knife store. They have everything that you can think of, from older knives to newer knives to the multi-tools. So I think I'm going to be picking up a few things tomorrow. But as of right now, no, just that buck 112 that we got, the drop. I'm loving that drop point 112.
Yeah.
And I'm really debating on using that. But the thing is, it's such a nice knife. I don't know. It's one of them where it's like more of a collection piece. Yeah.
They're unbelievable.
You know what I like about it is the thickness of the blade.
Yeah. Out towards the tip, it's crazy out towards the tip. When you lay it next to another 112, like, I don't know, maybe I could get it to come up here, but I mean, you just look. Let me get them the right direction here if I can. But I mean, we look and you can see.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to blow it up too here, just so people can maybe kind of get an understanding how thick this tip is compared to the original 112. And just the overall look of it. I mean,
yep,
it is just, and I did a video on it. I did the weight on it and kind of showed people how it weighs compared to 3 other 112s, because I've got 4 of these now. I had 0, I think, when I first started this. So here, I'm gonna blow it up for you, bud.
No, just that thickness,
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
That's all. I mean, just that thickness of that blade. I mean, that's something you can get some work done with if you really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was blown away by it because you were telling me, hey, the pictures don't do it justice. Jersey was telling me that. Then I watched Kirby Creek Outfits video, and I made a comment, and he's like, Jerry, just you're going to buy it, so just go ahead and do it. Kevin's going to talk you into doing it. And then me and you were talking later that day, and I'm sitting out in the garden. I'm like, I've had enough of this, so I got my bank card out and I was typing it. I was like, I just ordered it. Heck with it, But I'm glad I did.
It's a great knife.
Yesterday, I ordered a knife that I've been wanting to buy for years. That's the 113, the Skinner.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I ordered it with the blue wood and with the brown leather sheath. What do you call it?
Distressed leather.
Distressed. Thank you. Yeah, the brown distressed leather sheath. So now I got to wait like 8 weeks for it, but that's all right.
Hey, you know what? It's going to be worth the wait, though.
It is.
Just waiting that long time, it does kind of,
I've waited this long to order it. It's. I'm sure you guys have a knife. It's like for years. It's like I got to get one of those. I got to get, and then at some point you just say, stop saying someday and just do it.
Yeah.
You usually when you keep saying something, I want this. You end up getting it anyway. So
yeah.
And TK actually asked, and I'm going to put this up here. Kevin, I haven't used mine yet, but TK was asking. People were asking how well the blade sliced compared to the other thoughts. I haven't sliced anything with mine but paper. I did a short on it, and it sliced right through it with no problem. But I haven't used it in like a real world application though.
I haven't either. I actually bought that knife to use. So I bought that knife to use it, and then when I received it, it was just, it's like a work of art. I mean, just it just, I don't know. It's just like a work of art. You have to see it in person. I don't even think this does it really any justice.
Yeah.
But it's, you know, with the nickel silver bolsters, those are going to scratch up so fast in a real world application, you know. So I don't know. I'm not sure of that answer, but you know, I know it can get some work done, but I'm not sure about the sliciness of it. I haven't used it yet. I'm planning on maybe, but it's a hard one to pull out of the collection to use.
Well, I'm gonna pull up Harold Terry's. He said he sliced it through a pizza box like going through soft butter, and he actually added the thumb stud to his, and he put a sharpening choil on it. I actually sent you that picture, Kevin.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, you know, a guy that follows us, and
Yeah.
I showed that to you. So
Yep.
he done a good job with kind of customizing that for himself and making it look all good and everything. So
Yeah, you know, that's a good. I have a talking about a thumb stud. I put a thumb stud on this knife here. This is just the lightweight buck.
yeah,
You know, the one you can get at Walmart for like 30, 20 bucks, 25, whatever it is, 25. But I put a thumb stud on it. And I'll tell you, this is the 110. And that thumb stud really just works so good. But I'm thinking about maybe taking this off. And now that you said that, maybe trying to put it on that one and see how, if I'm going to use it, to see how that works. But these, you can buy these quick thumb studs here off Amazon. You know, it's just a torque screw is all it is.
What about you, Tom? Have you ever put any of those on any of your buck knives? Those thumb
No,
studs?
I haven't. No,
I haven't either. But
see, for me, I grew up with a slip joint knife, so it doesn't matter if there's a thumb stud or whatever the opening is. I pull it out and I use two hands to open it. I just, you know,
pinch it and
I'm
grip
just,
it.
It's just
yeah,
what you're
it's
used
just
to.
the way I am. But
Yeah.
Yeah, it's what you're used to. I did a video last night. I got some questions on that video about this knife here. I know I showed this before, but I did a video on this knife last night, on this knife and then the other 112. And I got a couple comments asking me about, you know, or a comment if this was the real. And it is real. This stone here, this is real
I'm
stone.
sure it is.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you pay for it. You pay for it too.
Yeah.
But yeah, whenever you see this, when Buck puts these out with the stones in them, they're real stones.
Oh yeah.
That's why I showed on the certificate. It'll tell you the stone but you pay for it though. You definitely pay for it. But yeah, catch that. I wanted to talk about that video I did last night too. Is not that video, the one before, the modern versus traditional.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if anyone wants to tag that, you know, or do a response video to it. I know Big J did a response video. It's coming out after this live, and I just thought it would be a good discussion, modern versus traditional. But Big J, I know that you did a video on it, right?
Yeah, it's coming out. Like I said, I scheduled to come out 15 minutes after we end the live, and to me, there's no question. I just gear towards traditional style knives. Because that's what I grew up on. That's kind of what I'm into. That's what I like. You know, I have modern knives too. I don't have a ton of modern knives, but I have them. And they're great to have. But if you think about, you know, what I consider this a modern knife, but it's also a 112, and I love it. So, and we're going to see what Tom's got here. So let's talk about this.
Now this is the Buck Sprint Pro Ops, made in 2021. I think they only made it that year. There's other Sprint models available. I have a video of my review of this knife coming out tomorrow morning. So, you know, before I bought this knife, I would have said I'm a traditional knife guy all the way. But on my thumbnail for my video, I put my most favorite modern knife, and it is. This knife just blows me away.
Yeah.
It just blows me away. So I won't go into a lot of detail. I go over it in my video tomorrow, but you know, what can I say?
Yeah.
You know, I'm a traditional guy, but you know, you get something like this, and you're just like, wow, fantastic.
Yeah. I love the colors on it too. That blue and black.
It's that blue and black G10.
Yeah, and the S30V steel on that. Yeah.
It's kind of somewhat textured. Not really textured, but it has the appearance of being textured. I don't know how to describe it, but Yeah, just a fantastic knife.
Yeah,
And that's
No.
that's using torque screws, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah, and
It's for
Frank
the,
here
oh,
says you. Oh, go
I
ahead.
wanted to point out, and I do in my video tomorrow. Most of the knife websites that I've looked on, they just show this is discontinued. They don't have them in stock. You might be able to find some, but on the Buck website, their own website, they have this on sale. I guess they've got a few to get rid of. The full MSRP on this knife is $170, and Buck has them on sale now on their website for $99. So if anyone's interested, there you go.
Thank you very much, Mike Curtis. I appreciate it a lot, brother. Thank you so much. He did a super chat.
Oh,
Again, we're
Mike,
still trying to find out what the where.
They-
can you find a better friend of the community than Mike?
No.
He's everywhere, man.
He's everywhere.
Yeah, and I've said this before, and I'll say it 100 times. I could put out a video at 3 a.m. He'll be the first to comment on it.
Yeah, I know it.
And there was another guy, Frank Keller, put up a comment. And I put it up there, but I had to kind of get rid of it for that other one. But he says, normally I carry one of each, and I do the same thing. When I'm at work, I usually have a 112 or pair of 3 in my top right pocket, and then I'll have maybe something like this. Kind of in EDC Leatherworks, the unofficial sponsor of BigJ's and Boston Blade Reviews Happy Hour live chat.
Yeah. Do you still daily carry that sheath?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
I got it, and I just I feel naked without it now. You guys know how that is. Like Tom, you're probably really used to that, like because you carried equipment on your belt for a long time, and you probably still, well, I'm sure you still do in some form or fashion. So I mean, if you're just going maybe to the store down the road and you just feel your hip and you're like, it's not there. It's not, because that's how I get. I'm like, it's not there. It's not there. And it bothers me for some reason.
You feel naked.
Yeah. Like even if I go to the gym, I'm going from my house to two miles away to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm walking into the gym and I notice I don't have it on my hip, I get in kind of a OCD.
Yeah.
Type. I don't know. I'm just kind of like that, I guess. But yeah. It drives me nuts.
I have you were showing your 112s and that. I've really been on an antique store kick lately, and I changed jobs, so I'm going to a different town, and I found a new antique store. And oh my. But I did show this before. But this is a Frontier or Imperial Frontier double eagle.
I think Kevin has one of those.
But as you can see, it's in the style of a 110, or 112, the lockback. And then, lo and behold, at a different store in a different town, but just recently, I found another double eagle knife.
Oh man, a match.
And this is a Stockman.
Oh wow, you got the match to it. There you go, nice.
So let me turn it so you can read it. But double eagle.
That's awesome.
It was on the Frontier knives. It was only the double eagle where they used the wood covers on them.
Yeah, because I got the Frontier, the white synthetic, in 2 of these.
And
I got it too, Tom.
Oh, great! Isn't it a fantastic knife?
Yeah, I know it looked familiar, and I knew you had one of those.
Yeah, I've had this now. I actually got this at that same antique store that I got the Buck 112 with the military sheath, but with the sheath with the military print. But I got the box for it. This specific model was made. This says made in 1977. Just so you know that.
Yeah, that would be about right. Yep.
Yeah, you can see it right there. Maybe. I don't know if we're coming.
Yeah.
Look how good a shape that box is in.
Oh, I know
it. It's great shape. This actually 4515 double eagle. It's got the paper with it. It actually has a sheath too. I want you to see the sheath because the sheath is I like it better than Buck sheath, and I think it's made better as well. But look at this sheath.
Nice.
Really, it doesn't do it justice. It's really just a nice sheath. Real nice.
Yeah, I didn't get the sheath. I just got the knife, but still,
Doesn't
just
matter.
having the knife is, yeah.
So, Tom, how much did you have to give for it?
I want to say it was between $15 and $20.
A hell of a deal. What about you, Boston? How much did you get that killer one
Right,
for?
right about the same thing. $20.
With a box. Now throw that box in the trash because them boxes are no good.
Nah.
And then I got this for, I don't know, $10,
Negative.
$12.
Yeah. Oh man, that's killer when you get a mix like that because that's kind of like the same. Like I got this for I think 10 or 15.
Yeah.
This one, and
Yep.
That's awesome.
and then I got this one. I think he sold it to me. Gosh, I want to say 15 or 20 bucks. So
I'm trying to look here. I got knives. Oh, maybe it's right here. I got knives everywhere. I just did a 2 for Tuesday on small stockmans. So
yeah,
this is the Frontier small stockman. It's got the Delrin charcoal. So what a nice little knife, though. What a nice little stockman.
yeah, that's killer, man. I'm a fan of the Frontier. I never had them before, and
Well,
then I got this this thing right here, and I just started going freaking heck because this is an awesome knife. I don't
it
care what
is.
you say, this is
Yeah.
awesome. It's got patina on it. Look at the patina. So
Well, the from what I understand, the Frontier line of knives were kind of Imperial's more premium line of knives,
yeah,
and what they were trying to compete with Camillus is what they were trying to do.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So
It's good.
yeah.
I printed that information out when I was doing background search on that.
Oh yeah. So pretty neat.
I picked up one last Sunday, a knife. I could show it real quick. Tom called me Sunday morning, man, and I ain't slept in 2 days, and I was feeling like a bag of garbage. And he called me just to check on me. And James Stork was going out to the flea market, and he's like, "Hey, I'm going to be out there around 11 if you want to meet me out there." I'm like, "You know what? I don't want to sit here feeling like garbage. I can go out there around knives and feel like garbage and be in a better mood just because I'm around knives." So I just went out there and pulled up a chair and sat with Lee and waited on James Stork to arrive. And I took a little bit of money with me. I took like $40, and I'm like, "Lee, you got to find me something for $40 because I couldn't even walk hardly." And he sold me this little mini trapper with the box and the paperwork's in there as well. But this little thing right here, it's got the half stops, never been used, never been sharpened, still got the factory edge. You know, it is Stagalon, but I mean, got the lanyard hole, you know, your bullet shield.
I really like that knife.
Yeah, and I got quite a few of these Remington not bullet knives, so it kind of goes with like a little sub collection I got. And he's like, "Hey, I'll sell you this for $40," and I was like, "Here's your money. Here you go, man."
Yeah.
Because I just didn't want to even move around. What's that, Tom?
That's my latest buck. Another antique store find. This is the Odyssey.
Oh
man,
yeah,
already.
yeah. Yep.
Look at that blade. Look how sharp that comes together.
That's
yeah.
a sharp way. Yeah.
It's almost like it reminds me of a Warncliffe. But of course, it's curved here, so it's not. But that's what it reminds me of.
Yeah. That's a nice knife. I don't have one of them.
And this was, I think, $17.
Wow.
Yeah, Brand New American says spider buck.
Yeah.
What'd he say?
Spider buck.
Yeah. Nice liner lock, though.
And
Yeah.
TK's got to say something too.
That's the same thing I was thinking.
There goes TK.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing. Spyderco.
But they made, I guess, trying to research this, they made several different versions of the Odyssey. This is like the Odyssey 1, and then there was an Odyssey 2, and they came out with one with higher grade steel, or I don't know. Some of them had serrated blades, so they don't make them anymore, but there was several different versions of this one. And I think this is just the basic one here.
Randy's WSG says, what's he say here? Bucker Co.
Bucker Co.
But yeah, someone asked if those were made by Camillus, the Remingtons. Yeah, they were all the ones I have are made by Camelus, except for one. I got one that's made by Bear and Son. It's this one here, the Copperhead. I think it's called the Double Strike, and this was made by Bear and Son because it's a 2010 model. Because I think Camelus shut their doors in 07, I believe. So
I want to show this knife here. This is a this one here. I don't know who else has this knife, but this is the mini Spitfire. They have the larger one as well, but this is the mini. I know a few people actually should have this. They talked about it before, but it's just a great small knife. You know, it has about, I think it's a 3-inch or maybe just under 3-inch blade length on it for the mini. Has that easy opening hole. Green backspacer.
Oh yeah.
You know, but kind of a knife that I don't show too much. But I'll tell you what, the way that this blade is, it comes extremely sharp when you get it. Very, very sharp blade on this. But yeah, just a nice small carry. I brought this to New York with me when I went out there for my job. But just a nice small knife.
Oh yeah, look, he's got the same one. He's got the green knife, probably with a silver backspacer.
That's nice.
Yep. Yeah, you're right. It has the silver backs. And I have the full-size Spitfire in silver, and it has a green backspacer in it. So, yeah.
Let me ask you, Tom, with the full-size one, is it easier to open one-handed?
Not for me.
Okay.
I have carried this mini Spitfire a lot. If you can look at the blade, you can tell I use this knife.
Yeah.
I've used it a lot.
Yeah.
So,
but they are great little knives.
They are.
Yep.
Yeah, they are.
Hey, I want to tell everyone again about the giveaway. We're going to do it at 1 hour. We have items from Pete at Jersey Knife Guy. We have items from J.O. Ventures. So the first package is going to be a knife, a slip, and some swag. The second package is going to be a knife from Pete, a notepad from Randy, and then some more swag. So we're going to actually have 2 giveaways tonight. We're probably going to start those at an hour in because, it does take a few minutes to do each one of them. But we got so much stuff. And I think we got more coming. So if you guys look in the description of this video, that's why we don't have a banner, because I couldn't fit everyone in there and make it look kind of decent. So if you go to the description, you're going to see a link to Jersey's channel, J.O.'s channel, and then Randy's Etsy page. And because I know J.O., he likes to work through Gmail. And then Pete, he's just a supporter of the knife community. So he sent me a whole big box of stuff. And in that box of stuff was another slip made by J.O. So I've got multiple J.O. items, multiple Randy items, and then Pete just sent a bunch of stuff. And it's so great. It's fantastic. So, but I actually I went to an antique store yesterday.
Go right ahead.
No, you're up.
No, I'm not trying to hoard all the time here. But
no, you're not.
I've had such fantastic luck in the last few months at the antique stores. This is a Hammer brand fixed blade, and it's got Bakelite handle, and it came in a sheath. This is the sheath, and it had this down inside this pouch.
Oh wow!
And when I first looked at it, I'm like, that's got to be some sort of cobbled up thing that some guy just made. It wasn't until I could get it out of the case, and then I opened up this knife. This is the other knife that was down in it, and they are both Hammer brand knives. So they sold this as a set. You can see the arm on there of the Hammer brand.
Wow. And they're in great, fantastic shape.
I did a cleanup video. It was a 2-parter. They did not come this way, but boy, did they ever clean up nicely.
Yeah, they look great. And then Mr. MBTC said you should buy a lottery ticket, Tom, because you're on a roll.
I have been, absolutely. I have been. But look at this sheath, how it's 2 parts. They just riveted together.
It's fantastic.
I never knew something like this kind of set. I've seen sets where you have the large hunting knife and then the small caper knife and stuff. But to have a slip joint knife and a fixed blade together, I'd never known anything was like that was ever made. So
Yeah.
I've never seen a sheath like that before.
no, I hadn't either. So, but yeah, they sure cleaned up really nice.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, and I want to talk about something Mike Curtis put up here. He's talking about going to a case event this weekend at Smoky Mountain Knife Works, but Jo actually sent me an email saying there's going to be a case event over in Indiana. It's like 3 hours away from my house. I forget exactly where it's at, but hopefully next weekend I'll have all the information to talk about it more. But I know Byron Kennedy lives over there in Indiana, so if it's only 3 hours away from me, I'm planning on going. I already told Sarah about it, and I think it's November 4th at a like a hardware store over there. So
wow,
yeah, I'm gonna strap my boots on and get over there.
That's a case event.
Yeah, and it's at like I said, some hardware store over there. He gave me all the information. I totally forget it. It's probably in an email. I'll probably get it on my phone and look at it, and I might do that, in the intermission or something, or while we're doing the giveaway.
Yep,
So,
and that's only 3 hours away from you.
Yeah,
I would do it. I would be on that. Yeah,
it's nothing for me to travel 3. And like I told him, he never knew Byron lived over there. Byron's just south of Indianapolis. So it's like, me, Jo, Byron. If Tom's around, Tom over there, and I'm sure there's other people in the Midwest too that couldn't be too far away. So Kevin can come this way.
Hey, don't tempt me. I drive every day. Don't tempt me.
Kevin said, "Don't tempt me at a good time."
Yeah, I don't mind.
I have a dream that in 2 or 3 years, 4 years, whenever, we can have an event in like Branson, Missouri, because you got Shepherd Hills Cutlery not far away. It's in the middle of the country. Would it not be great if we could all have a get together? It's a dream. I don't know if it'll ever happen, but
I know just me and you meeting really just was phenomenal. So two of us had a great time. I couldn't imagine there was 10 of us. We'd probably get the police called on us.
Probably.
Guys over there talking about knives. Well, you would where I'm at. So
it really is phenomenal when you can meet in person. Oh yeah, it was fan. It was like this isn't happening.
Yeah, and it's like we know each other forever anyway. So
yeah,
it was awesome.
Now you got me thinking how far Indianapolis is away from here.
Well, I think it's going to be. I think it's the northwest. I'm not 100% sure, but I'll get the information while we're on here. And I just had this knife in my hand for the last 10 minutes. I went to an antique store yesterday, and I'd seen this knife in this store for quite a while, and I really never even looked at it. This is a Bulldog Trapper.
Yeah.
This thing, we got the clip point here that says Old Reliable. And of course, you got your Bulldogs down there. Then on this side of your tang, you got Solingen, Germany, something or other, blah, blah, blah. But on this blade, now this blade does have some patina on it, and I'm going to leave it like this because I want to use this knife. But down here, you have the Bulldogs again. But on this side, you got English Steel, 1985. And this is Stag. And I seen this, and they had a price for $53. And I went up to the lady, and I'm like, hey, you got a knife back there? And it didn't look as clean when I got it. I said, it's a little scratched up. It's got some patina on the blade. I said, I want to give you $45 for it. And some guy interrupted and was like, we don't do that here, blah, blah, blah. The guy won't come off in price. And almost didn't buy it, but I couldn't turn this down.
No way.
And there's a few people who I message right away when I buy a knife. It's usually Kevin, Pete, and Doom Crew. So I messaged all three of you guys when I got this thing. And Doom Crew's got one just like it. His has a different he found his at his in-laws' place when some of his in-laws died. And he found it in a little jewelry box or something, but his has a different thing here. But when I'm in that store, I like to pull up all about pocket knives and see what a knife had sold for in the past. This exact knife. Now, the knife was in better shape and didn't have the peppering on the blade. This one's got a little peppering there. And it sold for $175. So I thought, you know what? Tax will put me at $57. I'm just going to buy it. And I just pulled the trigger and bought it. And I'm glad I did because
you actually got a great deal.
Yeah, this thing is a heavy, hefty, well-built knife. There is no gappage whatsoever. Yeah,
Yeah,
I had to pull the trigger. I had to get it. Like I couldn't walk out of that store without that knife.
No, it's a nice knife.
Yeah.
For that price, it's very nice.
Tom's got us something here.
This is my latest. No, I take that back. My second to the latest case knife purchase, and this is the mini copper lock with the curly paper, purple curly maple, and the camera don't show it, but the gold streaks and stripes that are in this wood are absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, it is. Yes.
It is.
And you can't. This is one of the nice. Man, it just don't do it justice. That is one of the prettiest covers I've seen.
Yeah, it is. Very nice. That is very nice. I love the. Is that gold or nickel silver pins?
They're nickel silver. No, they're no, nickel silver. Nickel
Okay, I
silver
meant to say
pins.
brass
Yeah.
and nickel silver. Okay. Yeah, they're
nickel
nice.
silver.
Beautiful. Very
But-
nice.
So there was a family of 9 knives that they came out with the purple curly maple, and this is the 9th one. So I do have this family completed also.
Yeah,
Very
that's
nice.
a good one.
I wanted to ask. I had a question for Jersey. I know Jersey's in the house right now. So Jersey, I seen a video that you did the other day, and you were showing this knife here. Yours was in a lot better condition, but you were showing this case Barlow. Now, I was kind of curious. Was yours bigger than this knife here, or I wouldn't think so, but it looked bigger in the video. Your blade looked a little bit bigger in the video, and I don't think that they would have made a larger size, but I could be wrong. But the model number on this is 1013, and that was the same model number that you had. So I don't know, but this is a K-bar. Half stops. Like I said, Jersey did a video on this. I found this in the antique store too for I think I got this for $15.
That's a good $15 spent.
It was great snap on it, carbon blades on it. But yeah, Jersey, I don't know if yours is the same size as that or if yours is a little bit bigger.
Yeah,
Mimo says that it's just because of Pete's tiny. I can't read it.
Pete's tiny hands.
Pete's tiny something.
So I found the information on that event while Kevin was showing his knife. It's in, I hope I'm pronouncing this correct, Ossian, Indiana, Ossian hardware store. So Ossian, Indiana. It's going to be from 9 a.m. to 12 noon. Lots of events, a vault knife, a silent auction, sales, and stuff like that. That's what J.O. sent me. So, and I Googled it right away, and it's 3 hours away, and that's nothing at all for this old boy to take a trip for.
Yeah, well, now you got me thinking. I wonder how far it is from here. It's probably 10 hours away.
Yeah, probably 10 or 12.
Yeah.
But Tom, would that be something? Would that be something you'd be interested in going to, Tom?
Well, when is it again?
It's November 4th. Because I know you just started that. Yeah, I know you just started your job. Yeah.
Yeah, it is possible because my in-laws.
Yeah.
That's most of the drive.
Yeah.
So
you got a midpoint. You got a resting point.
I don't know if I'd be able to talk the wife into riding that far or not. But
yeah.
I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna check into that and see. Yeah. That would be cool.
If I'm driving 12 hours, then Jerry's putting me on his couch for a night.
Oh yeah, I can do it. I don't have a spare bedroom no more because this is the spare bedroom. So
hey man, I'm good. I can sleep on a couch. I'm good.
Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to forward both of you guys this email, and that way you have the information as well.
That'd be great.
So yeah, I just forward it to you right now. But I got to talk about Doom Crew, and I need to talk about Last Chance Knives. First, I want to start with Doom Crew because he, he's like me and Kevin. He don't want to go out and spend $300-400 a month on knives when we can send stuff to one another and kind of share what we have to show what we got and do videos on it because we're all knife lovers in the end. But we had sent each other some gifts, and he sent my knives back to me. And when he did, he sent me this cool little Ozark trail knife. It's a liner lock knife, just a great little blade. But man, he sent me a killer stogie. And, I feel bad right now. Or
Wow.
and he is somewhat of a he'll make slips once in a while, and he uses them out of boots, old boots. So this is your boot tab where you pull your boot up. I forget exactly what the terminology is, but you could tell it's made out of a cowboy boot. And the other day I did a short on a Texas Jack, and I took it to work, and those Texas Jacks fit right down in there.
Hmm.
And you can wear it on your hip, so you don't feel I'm used to wearing the other one on my hip too, so it just worked out perfect. And I want to thank him for that, because me and him become pretty close over the past 6-7 months. So I
That was
really
Last Chance
appreciated that.
Knives?
No, that was from Doom Crew. Those three things.
Okay. And
Yeah,
he sent you the stogie?
Doom Crew, mate. Yeah, he sent me the stogie, man.
Hey, you don't know that, man, but I love stogies, brother.
And my youngest son's a golfer now. Well, he thinks he is. So he'll be out there on a golf course smoking stogies. And he said, "Dad, I'll smoke that with you." And I'm like, I don't know, man. I feel too bad right now. I got to wait till I'm healthy, because I don't want to, because nicotine and me don't mix very well. I never could do tobacco or anything. It used to make me super sick. So, I just won't inhale. I'll be like a Clinton. I won't inhale.
You're not supposed to inhale cigars.
Yeah, I know. That's what he tells me, but I'm too dumb. I'm out there. You know how it is.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Try to be a
No,
good guy.
I have one once in a while.
We'd be overseas on the ship, and we, of course, with the embargo, you can't buy Cubans here, but we'd be overseas and we could buy some Cubans, and then we'd put to sea, and it'd be a lonely watch during the middle of the night. You stand out on the bridge wing of the ship and fire up a stogie, and the peacefulness and the stars, and it was awesome, man.
Yeah, out in the middle of the ocean, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
it was.
All them guys I played football with all them years, man, they'd be out there in practice with snuff in their lip during practice, swallowing that stuff, hitting people, and I'm just like, how you doing that, man?
No, I can't do that.
Yeah. So what else you got there, Tom? I seen you holding something up there.
But yeah, this is an interesting knife. And yeah, I love my buck knives and everything, but I have recently got on a kick on all these not off brands, but brands we don't think about much. And this is a Workhorse from the Workhorse series from Camco.
Yep.
And this was probably 2012, 2013 time period. But Camco was Camillus. And Camco had their knives made overseas or over in China. And it was kind of like their last ditch effort to keep the company afloat. And so they come out with a Workhorse series of knives. You got that great engraving on it. You can see the work.
Oh yeah.
Horses pulling the plow there.
Yeah.
But I saw this in a showcase at the antique store, and the strawberry red bone. Oh, it's just gorgeous.
That is a beautiful knife.
I love the color of that. The strawberry on that.
Yeah, it's just gorgeous. Yep.
Wow.
Some Turbo Dog is asking for someone to show some K bars, and Turbo Dog, someone gave me one of these. I don't know who it was that gave it to me. I think I gave him an axe head or something, but someone gave me this cool little Stockman here. This yellow handled Stockman. It's got the patina on there. And I know Kevin, he just showed a K bar, but here's one that I keep handy right here in my knife box. I love it. You do a little trade with somebody, or actually I was just gifting it, and he showed up with this in his hand and just dropped it in my hand, and it's a lovely little knife, I'll tell you that.
It's the only other K-bar I have. That's it. We all know this one.
Yeah.
The Beast. We all know it.
Oh, yeah. And that leather, that's some grippy leather, ain't it?
Oh, man. I'll be honest with you. Leather handles are the best. I feel like are the best handles. The grip that you get on this, I wish you could. Do you own one of these, Jay?
I do not.
Well, the grip that you get on this knife, okay, and it's similar to the grip. This is also stacked leather. This is a buck. What's it called?
Brahma. The Brahma.
Yeah. And this has that leather handle as well. But when you get that leather, it's a different type of grip that I can't explain. It just gives you a full grip. It's amazing. But yeah.
Turbo Dog says it molds to your hand, and he is correct.
Yeah,
I know Warthog had that one knife that he showed probably a month ago. Man, the leather on that was kind of similar to that, just killer, just big grippy leather. So, yeah, let me get rid of that one. And Tom was holding something up there. He's got some stacked leather there.
This is a K-bar. They're a small hunter.
Yep.
And if I remember right, this is from the 70s. Because the tank stamp says Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh, nice.
That's when they were still in Cleveland. Maybe while you're doing the giveaway or while someone else is showing the knife, I have the K-Bar USN Mark I boat knife, but it's put up here. I'll have to get it out. So if you want, I can grab that.
Yeah, Turbo Dog. He's big into military collection stuff. He's got a lot of military knives, swords, bayonets, a lot of military axes. Huge into the axe head game.
I've got some of that, not a lot. But it's not readily accessible here today. But
yeah.
But I'll once you take the camera off me and go full screen with someone, I will get my other one out here if you don't mind.
Gotcha. Okay. Not a problem. Not a problem. I was going to talk about Last Chance Knives, Ken over at Last Chance Knives, real quick. He has started an Etsy page. So if you go into the description of this video, see his Etsy, actually not his, but you'll see Randy's, Pete, and J.O.'s information. But Last Chance Knives sent me this killer stuff. So if you go to lastchanceknives.com, you'll find his Etsy link on there. But what we have here is some nice wax that he has made. This is like coconut oil, olive oil, a little bit of mineral oil, and some beeswax. So what he does, he melts that down and puts them in these containers, and he's going to have these for sale on his Etsy page. He probably does right now, actually. And he also is putting it in some chapstick style tubes. So this is great for your lunchbox because I love having knife care products with me at work. So I could have it in my lunchbox.
I need some of that stuff.
Yeah, I got some extra. I'll send you some this week. Just remind me. I've got all kinds of wax and stuff I can get to you. And then he's also got this pivot lube. So in this nice little container, again, if you got it in your lunchbox, you don't have to worry about it tipping over and spilling all over your stuff. But this is like a really lightweight mineral oil that you use to flush the pivot with. So once you have that pivot flush, then you can come in with your maybe some hops or some Gunny Glide or whatever you use. I got that Gunny Glide stuff too. But a shout out to Ken at Last Chance Knives. He has started an Etsy page. He said that Randy over at Georgia Adventure really kind of pushed him in that way. And he thought, why not? And he's going to try it. So he did. And we're going to see how it goes for him. And I did a video. I got a 2 for Tuesday coming out. And that video I did, Kevin, is kind of on a knife and knife care as opposed to showing 2 knives.
Yep.
What I did was I kind of talked about this Barlow, the Taylor Eyewitness Barlow.
Yeah.
And then his products that I used to treat the handle, treat the pivot, stuff like that. So it's a little different.
Let me ask you, what do you think? I was thinking about grabbing that. Do you think it's worth the purchase?
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's worth. Now, I am not going to lie. My grind out towards the tip was flat. So I took that field sharpener I bought, I took it to work, and it just stays in my lunchbox now. And I had to put a tip on this blade.
Okay. All right.
But I mean, $45. You're not going to. The action is solid, man. It's almost too tight.
Yep.
So, I know Randy talked about that when he was on our live, but
yep,
it's a good knife. I mean, these are work knives. These are not well finished knives. These are just made to get work done. And they even tell you. Yeah. They even tell you when you get them. Your oil from your hands is what's supposed to treat this wood. So.
Oh, is that? Yeah.
Yep. Oh, here it is. So if Turbo Dog is in the house,
There you
Ooh,
go. That's a replica of the USN Mark I, designed for the Navy. They used it on ship. You could use it for, cutting line and all kinds of things.
I like
Um,
that blade.
and we don't particularly think about sailors, in hand-to-hand combat or anything like that. But over in the Western Pacific in that theater during World War II, you had naval bases, ammunition depots, all kinds of stuff. There were sailors guarding that, and they got involved in some of that too. They were a lot of times side by side with the Marines. So,
oh yeah.
and then the nice sheath there with the USN on it.
That's
So,
I like that a lot. That's beautiful.
yeah.
Mike Curtis, thank you so much, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you,
Oh,
Mike.
Mike,
Mike,
great
you're the
job,
man.
Mike.
Now, Kevin, we got a comment that's geared towards you.
Yeah.
Warthog, can we see your yellow horse customs when we can? Do you have a yellow horse?
I don't have a yellow horse, Warthog. I wish I came across a few and I haven't picked any up, but I do have the one this one here. A lot of people mistake this for the yellow horse, but it's not a David Yellow Horse. This came right from Buck. But I think this may be the one you're talking about. This is the one I did on the video last night. This is the Wolf series. So Buck has this in a 110 and also a 112. This is the 112 version. It can be confused with a David Yellow Horse, absolutely, 100%. But yeah, this is right from Buck.
Yeah, Lee's got two David Yellow horses out there, and he wanted to make me a package deal to buy both of them, but man, it's hard for me to dish that much money on two knives that I'm never going to let out of a case. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean David Yellow Horse. I mean they're beautiful. He does a great job with them. I mean I've seen some on eBay that are just amazing detail, amazing work, unbelievable file work. There's also a gentleman on YouTube. His name, and I'm sure a lot of you guys know or seen him before, but his name is Kyle Noseworthy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he does. I've talked to him off and on to have a custom buck done by him, and I'm seriously thinking about going through him because he does some amazing work. Amazing work. If you guys don't know, check out Kyle Noseworthy on YouTube, and he is just unbelievable.
Yeah. Oh, Tom's got, what is this thing?
This would be probably the fanciest folding knife I have. The limited Buck Grizzly.
Oh man!
They made 250 of them. This is Sambar Stag.
Wow! Look at that drop point blade.
Yeah, 500 Duke.
Oh my lord!
I've never seen that knife before. You've never showed that, have you?
I thought I had, but
no.
I'm glad I broke it out if I hadn't.
That's the 500 Duke, right?
Yep, 500 Duke.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
And then it came in this fancy sheath.
Wow.
He bringing the heat.
That's some heat right there.
That is a fastball right down the middle.
This is kind of the crown jewel of my buck collection, I guess you'd say.
I would say so.
Yeah, that's my. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, those brown sheaths are just killer, man.
Aren't they? Yeah.
The Duke 500, that's my grill knife. It really is. That's my favorite knife from Buck. I think that's the best knife.
Oh, it's a little slimmer and a little lighter than the 112.
Yep.
But it's got that great drop point on it.
It's unbelievable. I mean, that blade on there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is a pre-86, but
yeah.
Oh, yeah. And as a matter of fact, Ken at Last Chance Knives was commenting on a video. He was going to buy that drop point 112 because he had said he'd lost his Duke 500 years ago.
Yeah.
And I was talking to you at this time, Kevin, and I just said, well, they have them on Buck's website right now for what, $80?
Yeah.
He never knew that. So Ken's like, I went over immediately and bought one, Jerry. So I was glad, you had told me about it, and then Ken had made a comment on my video, and I just relayed the information. Now the guy's got the knife that he's always, he's missed it he said he lost it like 12 years ago, I think.
So what happened was, I believe, what I believe happened, and Tom, you might be able to correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that they discontinued the 500 model for a period of years.
Yes.
And then, So when it first came out before '86, it was in micarta. Then they went to rosewood, and then after that, they discontinued it, and now they're bringing back the rosewood version of it.
Right.
Man, just beautiful. That one Tom brought out, that surprised me, Tom. That was some
I
heat.
thought I had shown you that one. I know you've seen this one.
I've never seen that. That's one of those. Yeah,
This
I've
is
seen
the
this.
mini. That's another Buck Custom limited edition from 2002, I want to say. It's the Mini Mentor, and that is the running deer, and that is in 24 karat gold plated.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then box elder wood handles. And they have it so that the tang sticks up from the handles. It's kind of cool.
Yeah. That wood is
So,
beautiful.
yeah.
So and we were talking about this earlier, but I want to invite people about 10 minutes or 15 minutes after this live. I'm going to do a video on modern versus traditional blades, which is a piggyback off of one that Kevin did last week, new versus old, and why we prefer traditionals versus modern. So if anyone wants to hop on the train and kind of just do a response, and if you like moderns more than traditionals, hey, shoot a video, put it up about it, because if that's what you like, that's what you like. I'm not going to hate on anyone for liking moderns. To me, if a knife makes you happy, I'm happy for you. Whether it's made in China, the U.S., whatever you like is what you like.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Matter.
And to be honest with you, I would love to see you guys do that video. What I should have done was I should have done an open tag. So while everyone's here, guys, if you're up for it, do a response video to it. I'd love to see what your moderns versus traditionals is like. And I'll even go back into that video and I'll put open tag in there.
Okay.
I'll put open tag in that video. I would love to see your take of that video.
And I'll change the description on mine because I've already tagged you in mine. So
yeah, yep.
I think North Star Knife Reviews just summed it up. My head likes moderns. My heart likes traditionals.
Yeah. And that's smart. Hey, I need something fast today.
Yeah.
Take it, but I'm gonna have a traditional on me too, just so I can have a conversation piece in case I run into somebody. I love that. I love people about knives for some reason. But hey, we're an hour and 2 minutes in. Tom, do you got a piece of paper and a pen there?
Oh, I sure do.
Okay, well, I want to talk about something here. We've got 3 people who donate. So if you go in the description of this video, you're going to see a link to Georgia Adventures Etsy page, EDC Leatherworks. You're going to see the link to JO Ventures, because JO likes his orders coming through Gmail. And then Pete at Jersey Knife Guy, I got his YouTube channel because he's just a great supporter. But the first package we're going to give away is going to be this Stockman. This comes from JO Ventures, caramel bone handles with the box. It's a Rough Rider, but it's just a beautiful blade. So JO donated this. This is going to be the first package. So you're going to get that. You're going to get an EDC Leatherworks slip. Phenomenal. Look at that. I feel like a hand model. And then I got some decals. Of course, JO, don't send. He's always going to send decals. I got a slip joint Sawyer decal. I have a Singing Toe decal. And then I've got a Blue Creek Knives Clover decal. So that's going to be the first package. So we'll do that giveaway first. And then we're going to do a second package because we have so much stuff.
And again, thank you guys. Thank you to Jersey. Thank you to Georgia. Thank you to JO for sending all this stuff over. It really, it's amazing that you guys are doing that. And so guys watching, this stuff, like you said, this is coming from JO. This is coming from Georgia. This is coming from Jersey. So, thank them. They're the ones donating it to the channel. So thank them. This great things that they're doing.
Yeah. So, Tom, do you got a number picked out between 1 and 100?
I can do so. You want me to write her down now?
Yeah, go ahead and write her down. And I'm gonna type in start. So when you guys see start, I got it. Okay. So go ahead and start putting the number between 1 and 100 in there. We'll give it a minute and a half here. So we'll just kind of give everyone a shot here to put a number between 1 and 100. in the comments.
While
But in
they're
the
doing that,
meantime-
let me talk about this knife real quick. I was on
Okay.
vacation. I was on vacation in New York. Well, I'm sorry, I wasn't on vacation. I was for work. I was up in New York for work, and I got this out of Walmart. And I believe this is a Walmart exclusive buck. Tom, correct me if I'm wrong. But this one here, it has the mechanism up here where you pull the lock back. You pull
Yeah.
this lever, and it shoots out. But
Oh.
this is a really nice buck that I got at Walmart. It's a USA buck. And I think this is a Walmart exclusive, right?
Boy, you know what? Do you remember what's the number?
This is a model number 293.
I gotta look because is it assisted opening?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Because J.O. Ventures actually sent me a buck that looks very similar to that, but I don't think it's the same one.
This, like I said, it has that mechanism up top. So the way this mechanism works is you can push this forward that locks the blade in. But if it's in your pocket, you push that up, and this won't go anywhere. You can't deploy it until you pull this back.
Got some good action to it, I'll tell you that.
Oh, amazing action.
I don't have the same one. It looks very similar, but J.O. actually sent me this knife as a gift.
Very
And
similar.
this one's assisted opening, and this is the 288.
Okay, well, this is the 293, so they probably were right about the same. Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Yep.
All right, guys, we're going to give it about another 15 seconds. So at 106.45, we'll hit the stop button. I think everyone's got a good chance here to put a number between 1 and 100 in, and we'll get this first package underway. And I'll go ahead and just get me a pen and a paper so I can write down who won.
Kevin, is yours a lockback?
No, it isn't. It's a liner lock.
Oh, okay. This one's a lockback. So, but they look kind of the same, don't they?
They look very similar.
Yeah.
All right,
That
Tom.
fires right out. Okay.
What was the number, Tom?
We had 28.
28. So I wasn't paying a lick of attention. We got Pepper Dingo at 25. Pepper Dingo. Oh, we got Addicted to Blades at 27. We got MBEDC at 27.
We have that's the closest right there, 27.
So 27 between those two, which is Pepper Dingo, right?
Yep. And MB EDC did 27 for Randy WSG.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We got to do a runoff. So Pepper Dingo and MB EDC. We'll do a number between 1 and 10. Tom will write down a number between 1 and 10. So I'll need a number from each of you between 1 and 10. So Tom, do you got a number?
I do.
All right, so Pepper Dingo and MBEDC, let's do a knife off, a number between 1 and 10. Only those two need to respond. So let's see what you got here. Pepper Dingo and MBEDC. We need you to put Addicted to Blades had 27 too?
Yes, yeah, he did. So that's what they're saying.
So Addicted to Blades, put a number in between 1 and 10 as well. So Pepper Dingo got 5, MBEDC put in 7. So
Yep.
Addicted to Blades 2. What do you got for a number between 1 and 10?
Just waiting on Addicted for Blades. He has 4.
Okay, what was it, Tom? So we got 4.
3.
3. So it looks like Addicted to Blades got it.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
So I actually have his address already. So
Warthog said say 3.
yeah, he did. I see
Yeah, he
that.
did.
All right, so Addicted to Blades, congratulations. You got the knife and some swag.
Awesome.
So,
And, Addicted to Blades, he's a huge supporter, too.
yeah, he's out there all night doing videos.
Oh, man, Addicted, you have great content. Your shorts, I love them, man. So congratulations to you.
So the
He's
next...
He's
go
a
ahead, Tom.
fellow Iowan, and I haven't had a chance to meet up with him yet. But
Yes,
one of
he
these
is.
days.
So Addicted to Blades, you're going to get the knife, like I said, the slip, and some swag, brother. All right, now this next package, this is package 2. We have the notepad from Randy over at EDC Leatherworks. We got the knife that came from Jersey Knife Guy. This is a M&P. Cool little knife that he donated. He actually donated quite a bit of stuff. So we're going to have stuff for quite a while to give away. And then as far as swag, I have Singing Toad must have sent me a bunch of decals. So I've got a Singing Toad decal. I got this killer case decal.
I like that.
This come from Randy.
That's nice.
I believe this is from my toolbox. And then Randy also sent these cool little bear ones. So this is a second package. So
awesome.
Addicted to Blades, you won the first one. So Addicted to Blades is going to get the first one. No need to comment on this one, but I'm going to do a start again. And Tom, do you got a number between 1 and 100 again?
I do.
All right. So guys, you see the start. Start guessing a number between 1 and 100 to see who wins the second package.
Good luck, everybody.
Yeah, Singing Toad says he did send me a bunch. And hey, God bless him, man. People love the swag, the stickers, and stuff like that. So
let's talk about this knife, Tom, while they're doing that.
Yeah. What you got there?
So we got the 1974 to 1980 112 that I got at the antique store, the video I did last night.
Yep.
I love it. And you have some of these with the bigger handles.
Hold on just a minute. Let me see if I can get to it here quick.
So no nail nick on this one.
No nail nick. That's a 2-dot.
2-dot. You got it.
Let me get my 2-dot out here.
2-dot 5-pin.
Well, I'm going to take you off solo then, since you both are going to show them. And I didn't get me another piece of paper out.
This was my father-in-law's. So it's one of them special ones.
Yep. Looks like the sheet that I have for this.
Yep. I did send it into Buck, and they did a refurbishing on it about 5 years ago.
Look how they made that look.
I know. They make them look brand new.
Look at the difference. $8, right?
Yep.
Look at the difference. Unbelievable. That makes me want to send this in.
Yeah. But yeah, you can always tell the old ones because they don't have the nail nick on it.
You see how fat that handle is?
Oh yeah.
It's almost like a completely different knife.
That's a knife. I mean,
now, do you feel the difference when you hold that?
Mm-hmm.
Big time difference. Yeah.
I love this knife. I just love it.
Jay, you would love it because it has the bigger handle.
Yeah. Okay. Guys, we got 12 seconds left here. Actually, 6 seconds now. I can't keep up. So I'm going to put stop in here. And when you see stop, no more numbers. All right. So the stop should be typed in there. So, Tom, what was the second number you picked?
Second one was 65.
All right. Let's go up through these comments. Richard Moore, 54. We have Michael Espinoza at 71. We have, 69 for Mike Curtis. 66. Randy's WSG got 66.
69 for Pepper, yeah.
Terry's Knives and Man Stuff, 64.
And what was the number, 65?
65.
So it looks like we got Terry's Man Stuff and Randy's WSG for a playoff. Well, they're both one number off.
Randy's also saying I did 66 for Ray.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So it looks like Randy and Terry's Knives and Man Stuff are the closest. Does everyone agree with that?
Yes. Yep.
So it looks like we need a number between 1 and 10 again, Tom.
We got a knife fight.
Give it a number, Tom, and let me know when you got it.
Got it.
These knife
so Randy WSG and Kent Terry's Man Stuff?
Yes.
Type a number in between 1 and 10 for the knife off. The comments are so far apart that I can't keep up with both of them.
I'm looking for you too, Big J. Yeah.
Okay.
I got you covered, brother.
I got this computer, man. I just can't keep up.
I got you covered.
So yeah, Terry's Knives and Man Stuff. I like the name of that channel.
Well, they both came in at 5.
So do it again.
Knives came in at 5.
You're gonna have to come up with different numbers, guys.
Different numbers, guys.
Different numbers. Both of you type a different number right now.
Hey, and just a moment here. Gerbs, thanks for moderating. I got to meet Gerbs the other day on RJ's Live.
Okay.
Gerbs, can you send me an email at knifetolights@gmail.com? I want to do a sticker exchange with you.
So Randy did 3 and Terry did 7.
Yep.
6.
So it looks like Terry's Knives and Man Stuff won.
Yep.
So Terry's Knives and Man Stuff. What you need to do is go to my homepage, and you're going to see information, and you're going to see you expand my email address, expand it to see my email address. So get that email address and send me your address. And if you could do that before this live is over, that would be great. That way I can confirm that I have your address and I can reach out to you and get the stuff to you. So again, go to my bio on my homepage, just hit information, and my like Tom was saying earlier, put your email address and your information and it'll be in there for you. So again,
Guys,
and
go ahead, Jay.
Oh, I was just going to say thanks to the 3 people who donated items, which is EDC Leatherworks, Randy over at Georgia Adventures. We got Pete at Jersey Knife Guy, and then we got JO Ventures who donated a bunch of items. So, guys, we got stuff to give away for quite a while. So,
yeah, thank you guys.
There'll be 2 packages next week for sure as well. So you guys need to stay tuned and get on board with the Happy Hour live chat and tell your friends to get on over here too. And I got to thank Mike Curtis. I think he donated quite a bit of funds last week, and he's already donated twice this week on Super Chats, and that means a lot because he said $10 for shipping, and guys, when we ship this stuff out, I don't get to ship it for free, so right. it does come out of our pockets because I've made $0 from you. I'm gonna be honest, I made $0 from YouTube, so. Right. I haven't even broke that threshold for them to send me money yet. So
yeah, I know.
Same here, believe me.
Yeah, it's crazy. But me and Kevin have a pretty good plan because this is a joint effort. This isn't me or him. It's a joint effort. So we got a pretty good plan on how we're going to keep continuing this and kind of grow the brand a little bit. And you know, it's crazy.
While we're on that, guys, I just want to get your quick attention for a second. And I wanted to do this way so I don't have people outside of the community coming in. I'm going to be doing a giveaway tonight. I'm going to make a video tonight, guys. And the reason why I'm talking about it now is because everybody that's here in this live, you guys are all here every single week. You support me, you support Big J, and it's the reason. That's the reason why I'm doing it this way. So I'm going to have a giveaway tonight. The title of the video is not going to say giveaway in it. I'm not going to have anything that says giveaway. It's just going to be a video that comes out tonight. And it's going to be Spyderco Delica 4. This is brand new. Never used it. VG10 steel. Great action on it. Yeah, really nice action on this. So I've looked at this knife. Like I said, this blade right here, VG10. It's never been used. I never cut anything with it. The handle, everything, the centering is perfect on it. See if we can get the centering in there, right down the middle.
Strike 3.
Yeah, so it's a great knife. You know, if you like knives like this, I might keep getting my fingernail caught, but you know how to do the spider flip. But I'm gonna be doing this giveaway tonight, guys. So like I said, it's not gonna be titled giveaway because I don't want people outside the community coming in and just trying to get free stuff. I'm not really into that. So just be up for that tonight. All right, guys? And that's just my appreciation for you guys.
Yeah.
I think that's the smart way to do it. And I think myself, my last giveaway, and a lot of other channels are doing the same thing.
Yeah.
We want this to go to the people that are there for us all the time.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I just, because if you put giveaway and you talk about it, you're going to have a bazillion people that go onto your video that you've never even seen before, you never heard of. And they're just there to get a free knife, right? So I'd rather do it this way. And one of you guys that are always, here and support us, one of you guys get it. And that's what I'm looking to do. So again, guys, Spyderco Delica 4.
Yep. Yeah. And again, Terry's Knives and Man Stuff. If you can go into my bio and hit me up with an email with your address before we get off here. We got about another 11 minutes, so try to send me an email. When you can. Hopefully within the next 10 minutes with that address on there. That way I can confirm that I have it before we get off here. But I was going to show. Oh, has anyone ever seen these cigar box Shrades that come out now? This is an '07 model, I believe. So these aren't the ones made in America, but they've come out these in like '04 and '07. But you know, I'm a box junkie, so you know, you got the box and the knife. That's a Whittler in there.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, got the old paperwork with it, but I forget. Oh, I know what I was doing. I was in West Virginia. My mom had surgery, and I went back for a week to take care of her. And I was on eBay one night, and I offered $25, and they accepted, and got this little Whittler. So I thought it was a pretty cool deal. You know, it is made in China, but you know, it's bone and it's a Whittler. Comes in a pretty cool box. But I'd love to get me some of them '04 models that you know, were made in America. Now they are a little pricey, you know, $70 to $100. But I don't know if maybe Warthog or someone else has some of those. You know, I don't know if anyone on here has any of them. Honestly, I don't know how many of them were ever made, but I just thought it's a cool conversation piece coming in the box that it does.
Yeah.
You know, I know we talked about before the live on showing stuff that we haven't shown, and that's definitely a knife that I've never broke out before because it honestly just sits in a weird spot in my toolbox, and because it's in this big box. So, you know,
I think it's TK that has a knife. I don't know if it was Schrade or Imperial, but it used to be on the old tobacco tins, the Prince Albert, I think it was.
mm-hmm.
They had a coupon in there, and you bought a can of their pipe tobacco, and you could send it in, and they'd send you a free knife.
And Warthog's asking what knife, and it was just these Shrades that come in these cigar boxes. I know in '04 they made them in the USA. You know, it'll say handmade in the USA, but this is an '07, and they don't have that in the USA there. So it is made in China, but I didn't know if Warthog maybe had one of these originals that came out in '04 or not. He usually has some pretty good unique stuff, and I figured if anyone had one, maybe it'd be him. So I just thought it was pretty cool, and I thought I pulled a trigger on it because I was bored, and you know, my mom's, you know, on and off sleep, and then me taking care of her, and I just kind of pulled a trigger on it.
I would have did the same thing.
Yeah.
If I could, just real quick, guys, I showed this Sarge Knives fixed blade on my channel a couple of times, and I got this out of an antique store, and I got this a couple years ago, but I kept getting compliments on the green wood handles, and for whatever reason, I just decided I'm going to reach out to Sarge Knives, see if they can come up with a deal for my viewers. And there's their print catalog, Sarge Knives. They sent me a couple of knives to review. Here's one of them here. Nice little button lock. Very reasonably priced. But if you use promo code Knife Delights, one word, Knife Delights, they'll give you a 15% discount on your order. I just wanted to recognize that. Guys, I don't make anything off of this. I'm not trying to be their pitch man, but I do want to bring it to your attention that, you know, it's a pretty good deal. As I said, they're reasonably priced, and with another 15% off, it's a pretty good deal.
Hey, while we're talking about affiliates, hit up Woodland Flashlights. Use the code BigJ for 10% off. And they have different models. They are sending me a smaller one. This thing is a 13-ounce beast. It's all metal and glass.
That thing is powerful. I seen the video, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty insane. I need to do a whole nother long video on it and use a camera that doesn't adjust to the lighting. But again, Woobin Flashlights, Big J for 10% off. It's my first affiliate. I didn't even know what I was getting into. They were like, hey, we want to send you a flashlight. And I'm like, okay. So they're sending me another one now. I don't know. We'll see what it's like. It's a smaller, more of an EDC. This right here is more for like a paramedic or a first responder, or maybe even a tow truck driver. This would be perfect for them because, you know, you need to wear this on a kit or a belt.
I will say it's great materials they did on that.
Yeah, it's 13 ounces. So it's a beast. It is strong and keeps a charge for a very long time, and it's got a, you know, quick USB charger. So, and it's got the plug, so it's waterproof and all that jazz.
Yeah. It's nice.
So we need to get you an affiliate. We need Buck Knives to give Boston Blade Reviews a free.
Oh, wouldn't that be awesome?
I'm telling you. You know, I think what it is with Buck Knives is they're such a big, they're so established, right? They've been around since 1902. They don't need guys like me to sell their product because they're selling their product regardless. You know, when you have a new brand, like say, you know, what's that new brand that they send everybody an email? The one there, what's his name? Nell something.
Oh, Ned Foss.
Yeah, Ned Foss. You know, they're trying to sell products, so they're gonna try to get somebody. But I'll tell you, man, that would be great to have Buck reach out to me. But their products sell for themselves. So.
Yeah, but I mean, still, I mean, you got one of the best buck displays I've seen. You know, there might be people out there with more buck knives, but as far as like the display and how you have them set up and how you advertise them, I mean, you're a buck commercial in itself, sitting right there. Thrifty says the same thing. Buck doesn't need us.
No, they don't.
I mean, it'd be cool if maybe they'd offer you a 10% promo code, and
right,
it'd be great because.
I've never reached out to them, but you know, I guess it'd be worth a shot, right?
Yeah, the Ned Foss people didn't like my response to them. I was like, "I'm going to take."
That was funny. Did you ever tell them that?
Yeah, well, I know they sent me they want to send me a knife, and I'm like, I'm just going to take it. I'm going to beat the heck out of it, and I'm just going to give it away because I told them, I got this live chat thing, and at the time we were buying our own stuff and giving it away every week. I was like, I'm going to take it, I'm going to abuse it, then I'm going to give it away in a live chat, and they never responded after that. So. And then Peterbilt Knife Guy, they sent him one, and I think he liked the first one, but the second one they sent him, he's like, this is a piece of garbage. Don't ever send me something like this again. and I think Warthog, they want him to be an affiliate too, and he received one, and he was like, you know what, this kind of isn't my jam. I actually only started this to show the people what I have, and I'm not about being a sales pitch guy or stuff like that. So, yeah, and Warthog said, yeah, they sent me one too, and that's what I'm talking about. So yeah, it's I don't know.
Turbo Dog says, Boston, I could give you a great suggestion. I said, tell me, Turbo. I'm all ears. But hey guys, so real quick, and we're gonna do the closing here in a minute. But again, guys, I'm gonna put out that video tonight. All right, that's gonna be a giveaway for you guys. So be on the lookout for that. That'll be out in a couple hours. Within 2 hours, that knife video will be out.
So Turbo Dog is saying Redbeard Knife and Tool. Now I've never even heard of them. I'm gonna have to talk to Turbo Dog about this because I don't know what he's referring to with that. And I talk to Turbo Dog pretty frequently, so we'll have to see what he's referring to. And again,
check that out.
Yeah, and again, I still need the email from what was it? Ken's Knife and Tool. Oh, Terry's Knives and Man Stuff. So please shoot me an email so I can get the winnings over to you. I like to ship out stuff out as soon as possible. That way people have it before the next live. So if you win today, I'll probably have it at the post office tomorrow or Tuesday. And Addicted to Blaze will get his pretty fast because we're pretty close to one another. So, he'll probably have his Thursday, Friday at the latest, I would guess. Yep. So Turbo Dog says, I showed you pictures of the knife I have coming from him. So I'll have to check that out. So,
Tom, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah,
it's my pleasure. It's a lot of fun.
It is appreciated.
It is. Absolutely.
The time just goes too quickly, doesn't it?
It flies. It flies.
Yeah, because when you're on here, it's like we're not even on a live or anything. It's like there's no pressure. We don't have to keep stuff moving. You make it move because you're just sitting there with knives ready, and you just are flashing them up, and I'm like, that's my cue. Boom, here we go. And there's no work involved with it when you're on here at all. It's right. Same with Pete. I mean, because he's got so much stuff. He'll put out 35, 40 items for our hour-and-a-half show, and he'll get through 10 of them maybe. So it's
I know.
No work at all with you guys.
Yeah, it's it's great to be on here again. I feel honored. It was a great honor the first time, and to be back again, I sure appreciate it. And you got a bunch of a great bunch of viewers out there, a lot of great supporters. You guys are doing awesome work. Just keep it up.
Yeah, and Terry just shot me an email, so I've got his address. I just got it on my watch.
Good, good.
But again, I want to thank everybody as well. And I know I've done it 10 times, but I got to thank Jersey Knife Guy Pete over there. I got to thank Randy at EDC Leatherworks, and I've got to thank JO Ventures because guys, it means a lot when I don't have to run to the store or have to order stuff for these giveaways and things like that. And Mike Curtis, the amount of support you've shown the last 2 weeks goes above and beyond, man. I definitely appreciate it.
Yep. Same here, guys. Same for me. Thank you, Jersey. Thank you, Jo. Thank you, Georgia Adventure. It means a lot to us. It really does. And Mike Curtis, thank you so much for the donations. It really, it's just a nice, kind act of you that you're doing. So thank you so much. And Tom, as always, thank you for being here.
Hey, great time.
Always.
Hey, and don't forget RJ's live Sundays, 30 Pacific Standard Time. So be sure you hop on RJ. I was able to hop on there today because I got my mowing done earlier, and I was getting a haircut. I was on there as much as I could before the next chore started. So,
and Slippy and TK have a show on Sunday mornings now at what 10:30 I think it is. So
we're taking the whole Sunday. All of.
Thank you, Turbo Dog.
Sundays are a knife day, really.
Yeah.
I mean.
Oh yeah. All right, guys. Well, hey, I want to thank everyone for stopping by. All right, guys. This is it. Have a good Sunday evening.
Thanks, guys.